Hello, welcome back to another video with me, Meoni, for Final Fantasy XIV. Today we're finishing off our coverage of the shared fates and the various rewards that we get for those. The final vendor then is actually the first city in the expansion, so if you don't want to see anything of the first city of Dawntrail, then this is your time to turn off. But I think at this point, I think a majority of you are probably going to know exactly what the city is anyway. Anyway, with that being said, let's move on then. So we're over here in Tulluyollan, and of course, this is the gemstone trader. We've got our shared fate system all the way to maximum for every zone, obviously, for Dawntrail, and then that unlocks two vendors, one in Solution 9 and one here in the first city, Tulluyollan. We're going to look at these items as we did last time. First of all then, of course, when we hit the unlock of this, not only do we have all of these materials and the gemstone vouchers that can be saved up for, obviously, the mount, the sugar glider, we have the Tulluyollan table lamp for 150 gemstones that looks like this. Okay then, this is the Tulluyollan table lamp. It says inspired by contemporary Tulluyollan tastes. This little lamp exudes a warm golden glow. So let's put this down, obviously. Oh wow, that looks really cool. You might actually remember this from the next to the bicolor gemstone vendor themselves. This is actually on the table. It reminds me of something like a, what would you call that? Like, I don't know, like a pineapple, a glowing pineapple with feathers at the top. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Honestly, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. I love the metal, the way that's reacting as well. If we rotate that as well, we'll get a better idea of that shine. Look at the lighting on that. It looks really nice, really nice. But yeah, if you want a set piece, maybe you're making some kind of island themed backdrops and things, there needs to be more island themed things. I would love to have like sand, like a sand pile that we could put indoors. We could like make a beach inside, like an indoors beach. We've got like phasmascapes and stuff. It'd be really cool to have like kind of more islander themed things. In terms of the luminosity of this then, if we drop the lighting all the way down, you'll get a good idea of how much light that's actually providing. There's the phasmascape also from this expansion, by the way. Looking really good actually, doesn't it? Looks really good. If you had a bunch of these, maybe you could like line the side of your stairs or something, or maybe have them around the side of an indoor pond. Really, really nice item. Really cool. Probably not the most impressive thing they've added to bicolor gemstones, but one of the coolest, definitely. Then we have an Orchestrion roll, which is Morrow's Might Orchestrion roll for 450, which sounds like this. And then we've got two Framers kits. We've got the Golden Dawn Framers kit for 600 and the Crimson Dawn Framers kit for 600 each. So 1200 for both of those Framers kits. Let's go and look at those together. So firstly then, let's move our character slightly. We have ourselves the Crimson Dawn. This is the first of the two. This is what this looks like. Of course, we've got the accent there. As you can see, we're moving our character to a point where you can actually see it in the foreground, including these baubles and things, just to give you a demonstration of what's in that foreground. We also have this wonderful frame as well, the Crimson Dawn frame, and of course we have the background. We also have the Golden Dawn, which is a slightly cooler version. I personally think I really like this gold mosaic with the lighting effects on it. That's really cool. The accent is some feathers on some wire, and then we have what appears to be the doors to the throne room, or at least that's what it looks like to me. I'm not sure what else that pattern could signify. But yeah, that's basically what that looks like. Crimson and golden, at least for the portraits. And if we move over to the adventurer plates just for a second, you'll see that this is the Crimson's Dawn setup of preset. So of course we have all of those different elements here. For example, the base plate there looking pretty good. with that red sort of tapestry. It looks like fabric, which is really cool, kind of like one of the canopies you'd see in the market area. We also have these strings and things going behind that with some transparency, so it kind of looks like you're inside that market, again with the top of the plate as well. I think it's really quite nice. I do like all of the bits and pieces. It would have been nice to have some accents that came with this or something, because trying to find one to go with this is probably going to be difficult unless it's like tribal themed. We have ourselves, you know, different colored banners and things like that at the top border. Looking not too bad, honestly. It's not my cup of tea personally, because I prefer things to be a little bit more modern than this, personally, or like more futuristic, I should say, right? Again, with the portrait frame there from the previous video as well. I like the wicker basket and other details. In terms of Golden Dawn, then, this one is a lot cooler, I think. Again, there's Crimson Dawn and there's the Golden Dawn. I think I really like the stone, like the idea of like a temple, that kind of thing. It's much more interesting to me. If you were going to become an adventurer and you wanted an adventurer portrait, this background's lovely with the cave drawings on the background there, and then we've got this top border. I'm not really sure about the portrait frame, I'll be honest with you. I'm not 100% sure I like the archway, but that's something that I would probably swap out, me personally. But yeah, I do actually like the top border. I think that's really nice. It's one that's short as well, because as you've seen, a lot of them, they cover the entire length of the frame, whereas I think this one's nice because it's just that golden black. You could probably mix this with a lot of different other elements as well, and it'd look really good. But yeah, all in all, I think the adventurer plates and portraits aren't too bad, but still, in my opinion, I prefer the Second City's rewards by a long way. But yeah, all in all, I think this is obviously a little bit weaker in terms of rewards. There isn't an extra reward like there was with the Parasol from Solution 9 of the two cities. But these things usually get added to over time. We'll probably end up seeing more things on either these vendors or the individual zone vendors. But yeah, honestly, the bicolor gemstones this expansion already have been pretty dang good. And I can't wait to see what they add to it in the future. Anyway, let me know if you've got these things yet, if this was helpful of how to spend your bicolor gemstones, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.